Welcome back to the MakeForms tutorial series. In this video, we'll explore the phone field. The phone number field lets you collect a contact number from your users. You can control the format, set the country code, and use phone number verification so you only get usable numbers. This is especially helpful if you plan to send OTPs, SMS updates, or follow-ups. To begin, add a phone field to your form. Let's get started with the basic settings. At the top, you'll find the required field toggle. When this is on, the user must enter a phone number before they can submit the form. If the field is left blank, the form will show an error and block submission. Below that, you'll find the option to enable verification, along with your current verification credit balance. If you ever need more, you can purchase additional credits anytime using the link provided. Once verification is enabled, users must verify their phone number before they can submit the form. After they enter their number, they'll see a checkbox that says, "I have WhatsApp on this number." If they select it, the verification code is sent through WhatsApp. If they leave it unchecked, the code is sent by SMS. The form will only submit once the correct code is entered. If you want to skip WhatsApp entirely, you can enable the verify using SMS-only setting. This hides the WhatsApp checkbox and sends every code by SMS. When you enable Verify First for the phone field, the form initially shows only the phone number input. The user must enter their number and verify it with an OTP before they can move ahead. After successful verification, the remaining form fields appear and can be filled in. Inline mobile number verification adds the verification step directly inside the phone field. Users can complete the form in one seamless flow, but the form will only submit once the phone number is verified through OTP. If it isn't verified, the user will see a clear prompt asking them to verify their number before proceeding. Regex Validation lets you enforce a specific phone number format. When you enable it, you can enter your regex pattern and write the error message that should appear if the input doesn't match. For example, if you want the field to accept only 10-digit numbers, you can set a pattern that checks for exactly 10 digits and add an error message like, "Please enter a valid 10-digit phone number." If the number doesn't fit the pattern, the field shows an error and won't accept the input until it matches. You'll also find Mark as Unique field, which becomes useful when you want to prevent duplicate phone numbers across submissions. Once enabled, a text box labeled Error Message for Unique Field appears. Enter the message. Respondents will see if they attempt to submit a phone number that already exists in your database. This helps prevent duplicate registrations or repeated contact entries. The Placeholder Text lets you show a hint inside the phone field before the user types anything. Use it to indicate the preferred format. Below that, you'll find the Helper Text toggle. When it's turned on, two options appear: placement and text. Add a helper message inside the text box. For example, we'll use this number to send order updates. Under placement, you can show it as an info icon, which shows the helper message in a tooltip when the user hovers on it, or display it directly beneath the field for better clarity. Finally, you can define the minimum length and maximum length, let you control how short or long the phone number can be. Now let's move to the advanced settings. Turn on Repeat this field to let users enter multiple phone numbers. You can also set the maximum number of phone numbers they're allowed to add. For example, if your form requires both a primary and an alternate phone number, they can click Add More to insert additional numbers. Users can remove any phone number entry at any time while filling out the form. Enable Mark as Sensitive Data when you want to treat the phone number as sensitive information. Only team members in your MakeForms account who have access to sensitive data will be able to see it. You can set a default country code for the phone field. For example, you might select +1 US so that it appears by default. Normally, when the form loads, MakeForms detects the user's location using APIs and automatically sets the country code. But if you choose a default country code here, That setting takes priority. You can also set a default phone number for this field. This number will appear pre-filled when the form loads, and users can either keep it as is or replace it with their own. Turn on Disable Field when you want the phone number to be shown but not editable. The value can come from a default phone number or a query parameter, and users will see it as read only. Enable Hidden Field if you do not want the phone field to appear on the form at all. The value can still be passed through a default phone number or a query parameter in the URL and will be saved in the response. Our last setting is Autofill from Query Parameter, which lets you pre-fill the phone field directly from the URL. When you enter a value in query parameter name, MakeForms automatically uses that same key for query for phone number, assuming you'll pass the full number in one parameter. But if you want to pass the country code and phone number separately, you can set different keys. For example, code for the country code and phone for the phone number. MakeForms reads both values, applies the country code, fills the number, and instantly combines them when the form loads. That's all for the phone field. With these tools, every number you collect is clean, verified, and ready to use. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.